So for an ADU or a guest house, when it comes to having it appraised, what kind of impact does that typically have on the value? I mean, I know that there's sometimes they do like the square footage for it, right? Sometimes they'll do like a flat rate, like here's $20,000 because you have a guest house. Sometimes they'll do like an income approach and say, if you were going to live in the front unit and the back unit, would have a rent roll of this. What are you seeing recently on appraisals with regards to ADUs and guest houses?
Yeah, it's a good question because it can be viewed so many different ways. I think with ADU, what we see most often, so long as it's permitted, right? You don't get your Uncle Bob to go throw a shed up in the backyard and call it an ADU, right? We get a permit. We actually are going to recognize this by the county as this is up to code. It's in the right place. This is permitted. It's supposed to be there. You can give it full value. So if that ADU is 400 square feet, you're going to get 400 square foot of added space to it. Now, the ones that bring the most value are going to have a small kitchenette. They're going to have a little bathroom in them, and they got maybe a living room / bedroom. It's kind of like a little studio apartment, if you kind of think of it that way. Those bring the most value. Those in general, the way we've seen them, they're done by square footage and the fact that there's an extra kitchen. What they do on the appraisal is they look for other recent sales that had more than one home on site, and they're going to do a comparison. So as an example, let's say you had a regular home, single family home. It was 2,000 square feet and it sold for $400,000. And then the appraiser goes, oh, there's another one. It's real similar to that. Same 2,000 square feet, similar year built, it's around the corner, but it had an ADU on site and it sold for 600. That ADU effectively is telling them, aside from some other adjustments, it's probably worth the extra 200 grand. So it's uncommon to see like a very low value add